What is going on, everybody? We're back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about stock versus ported. Let's get into it. All right, so we will grab the camera, do close-ups. Obviously, you know I always do close-ups, but this is just a little ported versus stock comparison, and it's basically like what I've seen from Floyd Customs and Monsoon Tactical. It's just this big chunk port, which these slides, if you put them end to end, they are exactly the same. They're both 4.25. This has that chunk port in it. It's nice. I like it. The slide has all these super good aesthetics. I actually saw somebody, there's just the one chunk port on the top, but I actually saw somebody get some mini ports right here, which is pretty cool. I'm not gonna mess with this one. I'm gonna keep this one just the way it is. I mean, I don't really have too much of an issue shooting as it is, but I'm gonna roll in some videos of the targets that I shot. I did 2 rounds. I did 2 rounds stock and 2 rounds ported. I was gonna do a lot more, but it started getting hot and I started sweating quite a bit. So I was like, hey, 2's good enough for now. I'm getting the data that I need and staying relatively consistent. So that's, if I would have got one that I shot like crazy spread and then the time was really long or something, I'd be like, hey, hold on, you know. My main goal was to just get the group as tight as possible in under 2 seconds, right? So that was like my main goal, was recoil. So basically what I did is I stood at the 7-yard line and I fired 6 rounds. I fired 6 rounds through each one of them for a total of 24 rounds that were fired. And for consistency's sake, I used the same frame. So I would just swap back and forth on the frames. I mean, on the slides for the frame. So I just swapped back and forth the slides. I kept everything as consistent as possible. I started pointed at the target already. I wanted to make sure that 100% of them were all A-zone hits. So time standard, accuracy standard, distance standard of a bill drill. And I wanted to try to kind of do it faster. But another thing that I also wanted to incorporate is I wanted to be a 100% cold. So I went to the range early this morning and I did not fire. I take that back. I did fire 1 bill drill from the holster. And then I was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna do this cold. So then I got all my gear out and went ahead. And I don't think 1 bill drill is gonna warm you up. I don't even wanna talk about the time and accuracy on that bill drill. But anyways, nevertheless, we'll pull up the targets. We'll check them out. I'm gonna do like a little measurement. Like I said, these are all A-zone hits, so I'm just gonna put them in order of run and we'll check that out. Okay, so here is my ported run, and you can see run 1, ported 1.44 seconds. Yes, that is a little slow, but you know, cold starts and stuff like that, this is my time. This is my time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 6 inches long. So from here, the center to center, 2 3/4. From here to here, it's right at 2 inches, 3 inches. So we'll call this, it's all inside of a 3-inch group. So I'm gonna do that run right now. Let's check it out. Okay, so that was my first run. That was with the ported slide. I like that quite a bit. Now, I threw the stock on there. This is run 1 stock, 1.82 seconds. And as you can see, I am right at 6 inches, and from there to there is probably closer to 6.5. So kind of a good spread. This was my flyer. I was aiming just below the A. That's just what my eye drew to. Usually I try to aim at the A. For some reason, I was aiming like right here, and then 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, and I overcorrected and shot up here. We'll show you that clip right now. Okay, so, all right, now we have the run to ported 1.59 seconds. This was 0.15 seconds longer than the other one. I mean, 100% it was just me, obviously. I had a little bit of trigger fees. I had a little bit of overcorrection. So you can see I started out pretty good. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 overcorrection. So I was kind of like really leaning into that gun, and I started, pushing it down. And maybe it's because I'm not used to porting. I really don't think that it does like a lot. I can definitely tell the dot, obviously, from the times. I can obviously tell from the time and the accuracy that my dot does stay in the window longer. So, or it comes back in the window quicker, stays in the window longer, either way. So I really kind of jammed down on the gun, and I was trying to do better, but from the bottom overcorrection to aiming at the A, and you can see that's where my last shot is, that was kind of, I should have started overcorrecting when I saw my third shot. I said 1, 2, 3, I'm just gonna keep going, you know what I mean? And so then 4 was down here. I kind of hesitated, pushed the gun down here, overcorrected, brought it way back up. But this is where I should have been aiming in the first place. So if you, obviously that's, what is that? So this is from here to here is 6 inches. And then that's another 1.5 inches. So 7.5 inches. If you take that one out, we're looking at 4.25. So this is a 4.25 group with one flyer. Usually I have one flyer whenever I shoot. That's just what it happens. But I don't know why I started down here. First 2 shots were really good, and then just psh. But yeah, 159. So let's go to run 2 of the stock. Okay, so here we go, run 2 stock, 1.7 seconds even, and my group is 3.5 inches. So this one was faster than my first one. I didn't have to correct as much. I had a good grip. I had a well-maintained grip. This is the kind of groups that I like to see. In my opinion, I didn't have any flyers on this group because it's tight. You can cover it up. You can cover it up with a fist. And I really don't care about stacking them on every single shot on top. I mean, that would be great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to, but if I can cover them up with a fist at any distance, to me, I'm fine with that. So 1.7, still slower than the initial, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw in a picture right now of all 4 groups in kind of a collage, and you can match all of them up, and I'm gonna do that right here. Okay, so finally, lastly, in conclusion, I do like the ported slide. I'm glad I bought it. Do I think it was worth the money? 100% I do. I would rather have another slide as opposed to sending one to get ported. I want a factory, port. I want a factory slide. Like I said, this isn't really a review. A slide is a slide. This is a review of the port. The gun cycle's perfectly fine. Everything is great with it. I like it a lot. So that's just my opinion. If y'all have any questions, let me know. Thank y'all for watching. Have a good day. God bless. I'll see you at the range.